So in the last class, I explained how to find the roots of the quadratic equation by completing the square. The first method is by factorization. Second method is completing the square. So you have to make it complete square. The given quadratic equation. I explained that. And let us recall once again one problem on this. Find the roots. Find the roots of the equation 5x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0 by the method of completing the square. This. Yesterday I already explained this. So let us start the problem with the same method. How to factorize this? How to find the roots? So this is a quadratic equation. It has two roots. They are alpha and beta. I told you how to solve it. In the earlier we did by factorization method. Now yesterday method is what? Completing the square. How to find the roots of the given quadratic equation by completing the square. So given quadratic equation, given 5x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0. See, x square coefficient is perfect square or not. Which are the perfect squares? We know that x square power is even number, it is perfect square. That you remember. Power is even number here. So the power is what here? 2. Okay, the highest degree is 2 here. The degree is even, it is perfect square. Degree is what here? 2. Highest power is the degree. Its degree is, highest power is 2. 2 is the even number. 4 even number. 6 even number. 8 even number. 10 even number. So any even number, any even power is the perfect square. Okay. Coefficient C. What is the second degree coefficient? 5. 5 is perfect square? No, it is not perfect square. What are the perfect square? 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, okay, 81, 100, 121, 144. 144 how perfect square? 12 square. How 9 perfect square? 3 square. How 16 perfect square? 4 square. How 100 perfect square? 10 square. So, can you write 5 as a square? No, you cannot write. 5 is not square of any number. So, it is not perfect square. So, if it is not perfect square, we should divide the throughout the equation by itself. 5 is not perfect square. Whatever coefficient is there, with that coefficient divide. Second degree coefficient, how much you have? 5. You diminish it. Coefficient, make it 1. Okay, second degree coefficient, make it 1. If other than 1, you divide it by itself. What is the coefficient of x square? 1? No, it is other than 1. It is 5. So divide throughout the equation by 5. If it is 6, divide by 6. If the coefficient is 7, divide by 7. If the coefficient is 8, divide by. Okay. If it is not perfect square, you divide by itself. 5 is not perfect square. So divide throughout the equation. For example, 4 is there. So no problem. Divide by 4. You make it 1. You should make it monic. Monic means if the coefficient is 1, it is monic. Make it 1. So to make it 1, you have to divide itself. When the 5 becomes 1, when you divide by itself. So dividing on both sides. By 5. 5x square minus 6x minus 2 divided by 5 is equal to 0. This is complete. This is a method of completing the square. The coefficient is x square, coefficient is 5. So dividing on both sides by 5. If it is 6, divided by 6. So now split this. 5x square by 5 minus 6x by 5 minus 2 by 5. 0 is something 0. By 1 to 5. X square minus 6 by 5x minus 2 by 5 equal to 0. Now, yes, here x square minus 6 by 5x. This minus 2 by 5 should right side becomes plus 2 by 5 plus 2 by 5. X square is the perfect square, right? X has this is what a square minus 2ab. Okay. First term, middle term. Middle term is always 2ab. First term is a square. Middle term is 2ab. If it is minus, minus 2ab. Plus means plus 2ab. Minus 2ab means a minus b whole square. Plus 2ab means a plus b whole square. You can understand. The middle term sign is minus, a minus b whole square. The middle term sign is plus, a plus b whole square. So x square, x whole square minus after a square minus after minus 1 will come 2ab. 2 into a, how much here? X. A is x. We want b value. We want what? B value. Put in the bracket empty. Blank. A square minus 2ab. A means x. B you don't know. To get the b value, how you get the b value? Half of the x coefficient. Half of the x coefficient. What is the x coefficient? 6 by 5. 6 by 5. Half it. Half of means like this. Into half. Into half. Into half. Half into 6 by 5. Always b value will be half of the x coefficient. Always b value will be the half of the x coefficient. X coefficient how much here? 6 by 5. Half of the 6 by 5. Half into 6 by 5. Half into 6 by 5. Half into 6 by 5. Right? Half. Now, a square minus 2ab simplify 6 minus 6 by 2 5 is that is equal to a square minus 2ab. A square minus 2ab. What missing here? Missing b square missing here. To make you understand, I am writing here a square minus 2ab. We don't know b square. When b square is there, it becomes a square minus 2ab plus b square means a minus b whole square. When it becomes perfect square, plus b square is not there. Plus b square you have to add it. Adding on both sides. Adding b square. B how much? 6 by 10. 6 by 10 square on both sides. A square minus 2ab. How much adding? B square. 6 by 10. Right side also add b square. 6 by 10. Plus 2 by 10. Anything is added on both sides, the value will not be changed. Because we brought a change on the left side, same change you should bring on the right side also. Left side we added 6 by 10 square. Right side also we have to add 6 by 10 whole square. Now this is the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square is equal 6 square 36, 10 square 100 plus 2 by 5 children. Now I do here x minus 6 by 10 square is equal, take LCM. 100 by LCM is 100. 100 one time, 36. 5 in 100 20 times. 20 into 2, 40. X minus 6 by 10 whole square. 36 plus 40. Two by 5 or 2 by 3? 2 by 5. That's 2 by 5. 36 by 100 is 2 by 5. 76 by 100. 2 3 is 6, 2 8 is 2 15 is 2 19 is 2 23. X minus 6 by 10 whole square is equal 19 by 10. So x minus 6 by 10 is equal plus or minus root 19 by 10. Like this. So x minus 6 by 10 is equal plus or minus root 19 by square root of 25 is 5, like this. You take first plus x minus 6 by 10 is equal plus root 19 by 5. So x is equal root 19 by 5 plus 6 minus 6 by 10 becomes 2 3 2 5. X is equal to root 19 by 5 plus 3 by 5. X is equal to root 19 plus 3 by 5. This is one value. One more value. X minus 6 by 10. This time we take minus. Minus root 19 by 5. 2 3 2 5. X minus 3 by 5 is equal to minus root 19 by 5. So x is equal to minus 3 by 5, carry right side, plus 3 by 5 minus root 19 by 5. So like that, 3 minus root 19 by, this is x is equal to 3 plus root 19 by 5, x is equal to 3 minus root 19 by 5. We got x value here, x minus 6 by 10 is equal to plus or minus root 19 by 5. Why? Plus or minus root 19 by square root of 19 by 25, root 9, split it. Separately find the square root for numerator and denominator. Plus or minus root 19 by root 25, root 25 means 5. X minus 6 by 10 is equal to take plus root 19 by 5, minus 6 by 10 carry inside, plus 6 by 10 to 3 to 5 the root 19 by 5 plus 3 by 5, like fraction. 3 plus root 19 by 5. This time we take x minus 6 by 10 to 3 to 5, x minus 3 by 5 is equal to take minus root 19 by 5. Minus 3 by 5 send right side, plus 3 by 5. So you simplify, you get it. So what are the values? Roots are x is equal to 3 plus root 19 by 5, 3 minus root 19 by 5. So like this you will find the roots of the quadratic equation by completing the square. Okay, I hope we clearly understand children. Okay. Now I tell you one more problem. One more. Find the roots by completing the square. Find the roots of 4x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0 by the method of completing the square. Completing the square. Nothing is there. Same. I tell from here the given QE. QE means quadratic equation. Given QE is what? 4x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 11. So to make it perfect square, you see the second degree. Second degree quotient how much? 4. Second degree quotient always must be 1. You make it 1. To make it 1, 4 should be divided by 4 only. The x square quotient is 4. If it is 4, divided by 4. If it is 5, divided by 5. If it is 6, divided by 6. If it is 7, divided by 7. That you remember. So, dividing on both sides. Dividing on both sides. Dividing on both sides by 4. 4x square plus 3x plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0 by 4. Split this. 4x square by 4 plus 3x by 4 plus 5 by 4, 0 by something 0. 4 1 to 4. Now it becomes 1. X square means 1x square plus 3 by 4 x plus 5 by 4 equal to 0. X square plus 3 by 4x plus 5 by 4 should right side. It becomes minus 5 by 4. So now this is perfect square. X square is the perfect square. Write as a square. Middle term is what? Plus. Middle term is plus means plus 2a. Plus 2a means a plus b also. Middle term is minus, minus 2ab. Minus 2ab means a minus b whole square. X square plus 2ab. 2 into a how much? X. B we don't know. B value we don't know. That should be determined. How to get the B value? B value always above the X quotient. What is the X quotient here? 3 by 4. X quotient is 3 by 4. How you get the B value? B value can be obtained. B value will be half of the X quotient. X quotient of 3 by 4. Half of 3 by 4. Half of 3 by 4. So B value is what? Half of 3 by 4. Half into 3 by 4. So X square plus 2ab. B1 is 3 by 4 to the 8. B value how much now? 3 by 8 equal to minus 5 by 4. A square plus 2ab. B square is not here. A square plus 2ab is perfect square? No. A square plus 2ab is not perfect square. When it becomes perfect square? When plus b square is there, perfect square. Plus b square means 3 by 8 whole square. So we have to add on both sides 3 by 8 square. Adding 3 by 8 square on both sides. X square plus 2ab. B left side adding how much? B square. B means what? 3 by 8 square. Right side also add 3 by 8 B square. Same. What is there already? Minus 5 by 4. This is given. Now this is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. A plus b whole square. X plus 3 by 8 square is equal to 3 square 9, 8 square 64 minus 5 by 4. So this is the figure. Now we simplify. X plus 3 by 8 square is equal, take LCM. LCM is 64. 64 and 64 one time, 199 minus 4 how many times does 164? 16 times, 65 is up. 64 one time, 16 times, 65 is up. 8. So, x plus 3 by 8 whole square, 9 minus 8 minus 71 by 64. So, x plus 3 by 8 is equal to plus or minus root minus 71 by 64. So, x plus 3 by 8 plus or minus root minus 71 by 64 means 8. Square root of 64 8. Minus root 7 to imaginary number. It is the imaginary number. It is the imaginary number. It cannot be solved. Imaginary. When the minus is there in the root, it is the imaginary. It cannot be. The roots cannot be found. Roots cannot be determined. Roots cannot be. Roots do not exist because imaginary. That is. That is imaginary. The further rule is there. I will explain. Hereafter I will explain now. So that minus root 71 minus root 80 square root of any negative integer is not root. That is imaginary. The minus sign is there in the square root. It is imaginary. It means does not exist. Does not exist. It can be neglected. Just leave it. That's all. It is leave it. So in the next one, after the explanation of the concept of the next one, you can understand why it does not exist. Why it does not exist? I tell you that for that concept I tell you the separate is there. After this problem I will explain that. So x plus 3 by 8. Now what we will do? Simply just place 3 by 8 to send right side. X is equal plus 3 by 8 send right side. What it becomes? Minus 3 by 8. Already here plus or minus root minus 71 by 8. Leave it. Here are two roots. One root is minus 3 by 8 plus root minus 71 by 8. Next second root is minus 3 by 8 minus under root minus 71 by 8. It consists of two roots. One root is minus 3 by 8 plus root minus 71 by 8. The other root is minus 3 by 8 minus under root minus 71 by 8. Like this you can do it. So now I tell you one more concept. When it is imaginary I told you. So for that I tell you now. small concept. I hope you clearly understand, children. This is what? Find the roots by the method of completing the square. The most important method this is. So, I go for. Other day I told you the roots of the quadratic equation. Yesterday class I explained. Derive the roots of the quadratic. What are the roots? Formula method. Third method. To find the roots ax square plus bx plus c equal 0 by the formula. Third method. First method is factorization. By factorization method, we can find the roots. Second method is completing the square. Third method is by the formula. I told you what are the roots of this ax square plus bx plus. Yesterday I derived the formula. X equal to what? What is a? Coefficient of x square. What is b? Coefficient of x. What is c? Constant. Coefficient of x square is a. Coefficient of x is b. Constant is c. So now roots formula is, yesterday already I derived the formula. X equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. This is the formula, roots formula. The roots formula is what? X is equal. What are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0? Minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by whole by 2a. To tell at a time, to say the plus or minus. When you want to say separately, alpha is equal to two roots. One is alpha, other root is beta. Alpha is equal minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. Beta is equal to minus b minus under root b square minus 4 by 2a. Two roots. What are the two roots? Alpha. Alpha is minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. Beta is equal to what? Minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. Quadratic equation will have two roots. One is alpha, other root is beta. Alpha is equal to minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. Beta is equal to minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. It's not 29, 2a. Okay. So using the formula, find the roots. Using the formula, find the roots. Now, example, find the roots of 2x square minus 3x plus 6 equal to 0. Find the roots of quadratic equation 2x square minus 3x plus 6 equal to 0 by the formula. So what you have to write? Before write the formula, first write the coefficients. X square coefficient, x coefficient and constant. X square coefficient is a. A is equal to what? A is the coefficient of x square. A is equal to B is equal to coefficient of x. Coefficient of x how much? Minus 3. C is its constant 6. A, B, C are the coefficient. A is the coefficient of x square. B is the coefficient of x. C is the constant. Now roots formula. It is involved in the variable x. The quadratic equation is involved in the x. Right? X is equal to formula right now. Formula is minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. X is equal to minus b. B value how much? Minus 3 plus or minus under root b square. B is minus 3 square. 4ac. A is 2. C is 6. Whole by 2a. 2 into a is substituting the values minus 2 minus plus 3 plus or minus square plus 3 square 9 minus 4 to the 8. 8 6 the 40 by 2 to the 4. X is equal 3 plus or minus 9 minus 48 minus 39. 9 minus 39 by 4. Here there are two roots. One root is alpha is equal to 3 plus root minus 39 by 4. Beta is 3 minus under root minus 39 by 4. Once you take plus is alpha, minus is beta. These are the two roots. Like this, you can find the roots of the quadratic equation by using the formula. What is the roots formula? X equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2. You have to remember the formula how we got also, the derivation also explained yesterday class. Okay. So x equal to formula, the roots formula is minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. Like this, you can find the roots by using the formula roots. Okay. This is the quadratic form formula. Okay. I hope you clearly understand. Right. So next, discriminant. So in the next class, I hope you clearly understand. In the textbook, so you can get so many problems. So take anything and practice by completing the method of square. Find the roots of the quadratic equation by the method of completing the square by using the formula. Two methods I explained. On this you practice. Okay. On this you practice just to take the problems. Your own also can take problems. You can practice by the two methods. One method is complete. So far I explained factorization, how to find the roots by factorization method. The second method is by completing the square method. Third method is using the formula. I hope you clearly understand. For practice purpose, you see the textbook, before the textbook, and take the problems and practice. Okay, thank you.